Jake's mom, do we want to have any comments? No. I know some of you have some questions here, and I told Sandy we were going to try to keep this thing about an hour, and we're already over an hour on this, so if you do have some specific questions that you may have for either candidate, I think they'll probably be up here for a few minutes after we get done here tonight. Before we begin our closing statements from each of the candidates, I want to say thank you for everybody coming down here tonight. I think this is great that we have this kind of turnout. It's kind of a little bit upsetting to me when I look and see that the Secretary of State says that we may have a 35% turnout at the polls on Tuesday, and that's good. Yeah, that to me is not good. We've got 65% that are not going out and vote. So I appreciate everybody coming out here tonight. Jay, you have the first spot, and there's no rebuttal on the closing statement. Jay.
Thanks again for all of you coming out. I do think this is critical to the way we do business in the future and the things that we need to address. I hope we do more of this in the future. As I looked at number one, the reason for running, it's to make Fort Smith proud. It's to give us a position and some authority in Little Rock, and it's to do the right thing. There are three good choices here, but there is a very clear choice to me. It's a clear choice between staying where we are and moving where we want to be. And I think I'm the candidate that does that the best. And so, as I go to Little Rock, hopefully, I'm not looking to maintain the status quo, and I'm not looking to be a part of the good old boy network. I'm looking at getting something done. I'm looking at being conservative, but also being effective. And to do that, I need all your help. I need your help in voting and talking to your friends and all that. But I also need your help, hopefully after I get elected, to make some of those things work. Working with other legislators. I think we've got a good group. Not that there hadn't been good groups in the past, but we've got a good group of people that really mean business this time. Fort Smith has a great opportunity. You know, what's going on at Chapman Crossing is not indicative of what's going on in the rest of the nation. You know, when you're talking about cutting payrolls and losing jobs and jobs going overseas and companies just going away, and we're bringing industry to Arkansas. So I think it's very important that we elect somebody that understands what it means to create jobs. My partners and I, we started our company about 3.5 years ago, and in that time I've created about 250 jobs. And we understand what it takes on a private level to do that. And so I want to take that experience and take it bigger. I also want to take the infrastructure and the knowledge that I have and help use it for Fort Smith to the best of its ability. Arkansas's got a lot of opportunity here. I wish they hadn't taken land of opportunity off the license plate, because I think that said it the best. But I do think that we've got a great chance at Fort Smith to make a big difference here, and with that, I appreciate your vote.
If you all should decide to send it back down a little on this time as a state senator, I would very much appreciate it. The best I know how to do for you. Have a proven track record of being able to get things done. And being able to get things done, again, has to do with building relationships with other legislators, both Republicans and Democrats alike. I was in the governor's office and with the lieutenant governor and all the state constitutional offices. You have to work with the Attorney General. You have to be able to work with the Secretary of State. They're all important. And if you work at it, it's not difficult. It's just that it's a daily job. You're there, you're there trying to represent Fort Smith. And you need to remember where you come from and not give up on your values, but at the same time, show how you can work on common issues. There may be legislators at times that generally have legislation that is way to your left. And you don't join with those crazy, well, not necessarily crazy, but issues that you consider too far to the left to support. When you look at the common ground, you don't dismiss that person just because most of the legislation don't agree with you. You work together on legislation that you can agree on, and you celebrate that. It works very well, and it gets a lot of good business legislation passed. And we definitely need to concentrate on stimulating our economy and setting an atmosphere to create more jobs. And we can do that. We explained earlier need for that. But sometimes they're a little suspect on raising a sales tax to balance a budget that's going to be balanced, and has to be balanced by law, no matter whether you increase it by 5% or decrease it by 5%. It has to be balanced, but it's going to be balanced. So the crucial issue is what is best for Fort Smith. Yeah, we're part of this study, yes. Most definitely we're part of it. But you don't sell out those that elect to the office either. And you can work with people. They respect that. I have a legislator respect my positions, and I want to explain to them why I could support sales taxes. They supported it very much. So, from my perspective, if you want somebody with a good track record, a proven track record of getting things done, again, I appreciate your vote by any team, because I've proven I can do it. And thanks again for you all being here. You're being part of the process.